Hi, welcome back to Mario Adventure 2. So before I actually continue with the other level, after the fact, there was one other thing that I wanted to check. So we remember we were opening these doors in there. That one had a symbol of the Chow on it, and there was the Chow on this platform. I never really even thought about it because once I went to grab this guy, I had completely forgotten there was that symbol over there. So, I wanted to take him over here to see if he is used to open this door. And maybe there's something interesting here. And, oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that doesn't really count as another checkpoint, which is interesting. But, Chow Race. Alright, so we found our bonus stage. Okay. So we're not based on, oh, this is actually swimmable water. That's interesting. But yeah, we're not based on a, classic Sonic level. We're based on the Chow Garden, I guess, or whatever. To be perfectly honest, I was never one that really cared a lot about like Chow Gardens and all that. So I know like a lot of people like, like, oh, I would love them to bring back like Chow Garden and all that kind of stuff. Like, to be perfectly honest, it's not a big selling point for me. All right, that's like the last checkpoint gate. I mean, I guess since this is technically a free roam level, so that's also a little bit different. Okay, and we have our red coins all spread out here. Yeah, so definitely one of those things I was glad I came back to check on this for. Yeah, and I don't know why. I think I was just kind of reviewing my segment later, and I was just like, that has to mean something, and I just totally forgot about it. Because that's just one of those things. In the moment, you sometimes overlook little details like that, especially if you're, going through the levels as quickly as you possibly can. Alright, it's very easy to miss this star in the midst of all these other coins. Very yellow, right? And there's another one standing way up there. And we're almost to our 100, so that's also good. Alright. Yeah, so many of you Chuckias around here. Alright, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Ah, no, I didn't mean to do that, but alright, let's get rid of you. It'll be easier to grab this star. Ah. I'm hoping I don't have to do, like, wall kick shenanigans. I was kind of hoping... There we go. I was going to say, I was hoping that that would be good enough for that. Alright. We'll hit this checkpoint gate. So, alright, there's not even... I didn't even really look, but yeah, there's actually not too many stars in this level, so... That's good. Oh, man, look at this minefield of Snuffets. And we're not really close to a star here, which seems really odd. Like, you would think they would put one somewhere in that area, but yeah, whatever. Okay, we hit that checkpoint. We have not hit this one over here, so let's go over to this area. Oh, this is back to the main area, maybe? No. Alright, well, pay attention and not run into Goombas. That would be extra helpful. Alright, well, let's go get... I ran into this Goomba again. Okay. Get that. And then we can long jump. Okay, yes, we are in the main area. Oh, and I totally blanked on grabbing this one, too. Alright, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Alright, and there's one. Alright, let's just stay here. Yeah, because I'm gonna mess up this jump somehow. Why do I keep missing the edge of this platform here? There we go. I just wanted a nice, smooth jump to getting that star. It wasn't like a huge deal, right? Oh wait, that's the invisible wall area? Okay, sure. Alright, let's see. What else is going on? You know, we have all the checkpoints, so... Alright, nothing else over here. I didn't go over to this area here. Oh, okay, we're right on top of a star. Aha! Literally right on top of a star. Jump! Okay, more stars over here. Star over there on the pedestals. Okay, so just 3 more to go. And, you know, some of them are, you know, as always, are just in really kind of strange locations. I don't know. Alright, there wasn't any other ones. Oh. Well. Alright. Oh, yeah, let's, let's see, because, yeah, there has to be something on top of this, this stuff here, right? Yeah, look at that. There's a star right over here. Alright. And there's one. So what? Oh, that is the last one I was going to say. Okay. That was pretty darn simple. And it takes us all the way out. So yeah, so we just have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shadow courses left. And then, yeah, there's all these courses that are on this list here. So I'm guessing that's part of the stuff that's gonna be like the final. No. We gotta be careful here because we're starting out with reds like immediately. It's like I'm just glad that this isn't all slide physics on here because yeah, starting off with reds immediately on the yeah, starting with reds immediately on this is yikes. Okay, it's like we're kind of like doing the jungle course backwards here. All right. Yeah, so white jungle. a somewhat standard number of stars here. Whoa, okay. That was strange. Alright. Yeah, let's start grabbing some more of our coins, too. Because I sure don't know where all this is leading. I don't think I want to go down that just yet. Yeah, look, there's still stuff down here, so let's go back. We have, you know, mobile pathways, and that was kind of the main thing with this on the Sonic side of things. Was this thing took you in so many different directions. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that got us back to where we needed to be. Alright, slide. Well, there... I don't know. Maybe there weren't any stars hidden up on this thing. Alright, that's a little bit unusual, but that's okay. I don't mind. You don't need to be too tricky with your star placement. And I don't trust those launchers at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Alright, I am very shocked that there weren't any kind of stars there. Okay, yeah, and then we're just gonna throw a bunch like right on top of each other. See, that's how you miss things. Alright, but again, I'm not going to like drive myself insane by thinking I'm going to find every single one without possibly having to backtrack. Again, I guess it looks like I was wrong anyway about where that last bonus stage was going to be. Because, yeah, it ended up being inside the ship level. But that's actually not too bad. It's averted my expectations a little bit there. Eh, well, whatever. Alright, so I gotta get up on top of this. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of like what the Sonic version did. You know, if you triple jump, that might actually work. Come on. There we go. Alright. Do I long jump over here? No. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. No? Oh, well. Again, you know, just don't overthink things, you know. Woo! Alright, yeah, we don't want to miss our... Don't want to miss our 100 coin star. Alright, yeah. Maybe I missed one, maybe not. Again, this thing is always so weird about where it puts the stars on the map. Yeah, okay. But maybe I did. I don't know. Like I said, we will return. Ow. Okay, that's a terrible place to try to use my camera. Alright, so anyway, one other thing I can talk about, since they come out tomorrow, is the Fire Red and Leaf Green Virtual Console re-releases, which definitely have come with a level of controversy to them. I mean, I'm not really surprised by that. No. Okay, there we go. It is, you know, kind of eye-rolling to a degree with that. And I'm just going to go back down because I want to see where this takes me here. But, yeah, like I've seen plenty of calls for, you know, the re-releases of the Gen 3 games that, you know, and, you know, we're at least getting the Kanto remakes. But yeah, everyone's been like, oh, you know, I hope they re-release those on them ever since they put out, you know, Gen 1 and Gen 2 on the 3DS Virtual Console years ago. Now, I mean, there could be something to say about the pricing point, like $20. Would you consider that, you know, the Gen 1 and Gen 2 games were, like, what, $8, I think, a piece on the 3DS? So it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, I can get that, but at the end of the day, it's like, it is what it is, really. I mean, you're not really forced to buy them. So, like, the comments I see about, like, oh, well, you could just, you know, download the ROM and stuff. Like, yeah, sure, you can. But, like, for a lot of people, that isn't really the point. Aha, there you are. And let's face it, I mean, if you're going to be going to be the mindset, like, oh, I'm just going to download the ROM, you probably weren't really interested in buying the official release anyway. Like, the main draw, I guess, of having it is, you know, having it so because you have the ability to connect to Pokemon Home, and you can actually, at least local trades. I know they don't have online trade functionality included, I don't think, but you can sort of do, like, local trades, pretty much like you could with the Gen 1 and Gen 2 3DS releases. So, I mean, that's at least something. And then, of course, I know, you know, it's those people's like, well, why wasn't it included on Nintendo Switch Online? And it's like, well, I guarantee if they had done that, then there'd be people that would just be complaining the other way, like, well, why can't we just purchase them? Why are they locking them behind a subscription? And, you know, there really is no win on that. And I think in Cody's Pokemon Crystal playthrough, and he was talking about this. I know he kind of talked about one point, like, he had heard, like, you know, people were like, oh, well, people are just going to say, you know, this is going to, you know, encourage Game Freak to just turn out slop. And I'm like, you know, re-releasing an older game has absolutely nothing to do with that kind of thing. It's like every company does re-releases of, like, old games, pretty much. I mean, it's, you know, you pretty much be pretty rare not to see, like, you know, a re-release of, like, classic collections. Because, I mean, and, you know, you really should look towards, you know, what they're doing with, you know, the current gen games. Like, so, you know, when we see what's going on with Gen 10, when they put out official news for that, then, you know, then we'll see. But it's like, you should look to, you know, how things are going with, things like, yeah, the current games, not what they're doing with re-releases. Like, I have absolutely no problem, like, if they want to re-release, you know, the classic games, just so that there's, like, an official way to play them and actually have them integrate into the ecosystem, you know, with, like, Pokemon Home functionality and things like that. I appreciate that kind of stuff, but, like, at the same time, I'm not really surprised, because then, you know, people are saying, like, oh, they should have, yeah, they should have done, like, you know, some, like, updates and things like that. And I'm like, again, That's a 100% a situation where I guarantee, you know, if they had, you'd have people complaining about them messing with, you know, the classic mechanics of it or whatever. Because I can look back to when Sega put out the Sonic Legacy Collection a few years ago. Alright, let me just save before I hit this bumper, because I don't know where this is taking me. Maybe I don't want that one. Maybe I want this one? Okay. I'm a little confused which one I'm going to anymore, but that's alright. We're going to be coming back with our Star Radar, because there's some around there that I missed. But yeah, you know, when the Sega put out that collection there was some grumbling because, you know, they did have some, oh. Okay. Did I, like, somehow, like, get myself in an unwinnable location here, or what? Ah, okay, there we go. I got out. We got out. Oh, the star is over here. But yeah, with the updates they did with the Sonic Legacy Collection, because I know there was grumbling about, like, oh, they got rid of lives, and I'm like, they replaced them with coins, and I said for that one, it's like, well, you know, if you think about it, you know, the general audience for this game is going to consist of, like, two major groups. You're going to have, like, you know, people like me that, you know, play the games, you know, 100,000 times, and it's like, no, oh, there's that one. Wait, how do I get up there? But yeah, it's like, you know, I don't really care about extra lives. Okay, why do I keep messing up on that? You know, so that's like, I am, you know, I am not worried about game overs or anything like that. Like, you know, that has ceased to have any kind of meaning for me. And, you know, or you'll also have the people that have probably only played casually, or maybe they haven't played the Sonic games, like, at all, and it'll be like, you know, they may not want to have to worry about the mechanics of, you know, game overs and things like that. So it's gonna be, oh, there's that one too again. All right, well, at least they've been kind of in obvious locations. I don't know how I missed seeing that, but yeah, there were, you know, always gonna be complaints. So if you screw with the status quo too much, yeah, no matter what, you're gonna have. Actually, let me go to the third one. I forget where this one took me. Okay, so it's somewhat close. Actually, before I go too far here, let me... Okay, it is somewhere over here. Ah, alright, let's get rid of you guys so I can actually, like, look freely here. And then, I mean, that one even changed some things that most people probably wouldn't even notice. Like, since the, oh, there's that. Haha! Yeah. Yeah, since the game was built on, like, the Mania engine, there's, like, some very subtle physics differences that, you know, if you're a longtime fan, you probably would notice, but if you're someone casual, you would never even really think about it that much. Okay, so... Hey, what do you have to say, anyway? You need to use the advanced techniques to ride the rails in the upcoming course. Ah, okay. So he's kind of... So in case you're going the Shadow Path first, he's teaching you about that. But yeah, ultimately, I would say, you know, the whole controversy around the Pokemon releases, I think, is way overblown. Just to wrap that up, so it's like, yeah, if you know, don't want them, you don't have to buy them. Like, no one's forcing you into anything here. It's like, you want to keep playing only with the ROMs or whatever, you know, go for it. I mean, that's fine. But, you know, some people will just be happy to have, you know, the official collection releases again. So, anyway, yeah, next time we will be investigating. Oh man, this starts out kind of wild, doesn't it? But yeah, so Sky Rail, and make sure there's nothing way up there. I guess not. Okay, but yeah, next time we will be investigating Sky Rail. We'll see if we hit another two courses in one video thing. Because I mean, I guess I'll kind of count that one. I mean, it was a very short bonus course, but we also did the other main course, and you know, we did that in a pretty short amount of time. So, you know, not too bad. All right, so I will catch you people all later. Bye.